So, yun po. Now, on our fourth issue ethics ng genetic engineering o cloning. I know it's modern sa atin, but nangyayari na po ito. Ano dapat malaman na natin to, this high-tech thing. Kasi in some point of time, we will be involved on this issue, especially on the clonings uh, or yung genetic engineering. Because some ay nakakabuti, which is morally acceptable in my point of view, but some is really nakikialam ka na sa decision making ng Panginoon. So yun, yung mga we were going through that sa bawat issue. Yun, first is yung genetic engineering and cloning is, meaning nito is, ano ba yung cloning? It's a process of creating a genetically identified copies of biological entity. Ibig sabihin, yung mga, yung pagkatao mo is kokopyahin na kukuha sa iyo ng mga substance para makapag-produce ng identical na katulad mo or katulad ng hayop. Tama ba yun? Ito ba ay morally correct? Yun yung issues eh. So marami pong types of uh, cloning. One is yung reproductive cloning, producing a living organism identical to the donor. We'll go on the details on that in a few minutes. O yung therapeutic cloning. Ito yung genetic tissue or organs for medical treatment, typically by creating an embryotic stem cells. I know it sounds complicated, but liliwanag po yan in a few minutes. So, yung mga types ng cloning. One is yung gene cloning, copying segment of DNA for research and medical use. The productive cloning aimed at creating an entire organism. So, yun yung gene cloning, it's an overview lang. Kunyari, ngayon nakakapag-produce na ng tenga out or any part ng even liver na pinip, hindi ka maniniwala is piniprint ng 3D printing. Mga parts ng body or even internal organ para ma-produce at magamit ng tao. So, ethically correct ba na gawin ito? But another issue is yung reproductive cloning is yung creating an entire organism. Ibig sabihin, gumagawa ng kukopyahin yung tao or kukopyahin yung hayop at exactly the same. Ito ba ay morally correct? Third is yung therapeutic cloning focus on regenerative medicine such as creating cells to repair damaged tissue or organ. Ito po yung na nagpo-produce naman ng mga muscles within the body para kasi especially may mga cancer para mapalitan lang. Ito ba ay morally correct, morally acceptable in a biblical way? One example ng yung tinatawag nating reproductive cloning is Dolly the sheep. Kasi yun yung pinaka-standard ng lahat. Of course, I hope alam niyo to. Dolly was the first mammal cloned using a somatic cell nuclear transfer. Ibig sabihin lang nito, yung sheep, exactly yung DNA niya ay transfer sa isang nanay na sheep at nakapag-produce ng exactly same uh, sheep. everything is identical. Tama po ba ang ethical reasoning niya ganon? But nangyari it happened, nakapag-produce noong 1996, ito po yung first official known. But after that, just an overview, hindi na masyadong ina-announce, but marami nang gumagawa, and yet secret. Not really an open secret kasi lumalabas na sa industry. So ethical concern includes the health and longevity of clones. Now, ang problema sa ganito, yung kakapihin mo lang yung DNA at ilalagay mo sa surrogated mother. Ang problema, nung na-produce nila to, ang daming sakit ng hayop, premature arthritis and yung lung disease. So, after few months or years, namatay din kagad yung DNA. At ngayon, ang sinasabi ng research, well, sa start, maybe sometimes we will master this thing. So, if you like watching mga sci-fi movie, kagaya Star Wars, di ba, may cloning na. And even yun yung mga movies, medical-related movies, meron ng cloning na mismo kinokopya yung tao o yung in particular. At nagiging successful. Pero how successful is that? Okay. Third is yung regenerative medicine. So, ito naturally yung total tao or hayop, but yun, yung stem cells lang, reproduction or yung therapy. Ito yung embryonic stem cells. So, yung cells, like this one sa picture, yung cells, derived from the inner cells of mass blastocyst early stage embryo. So yun yung meaning nun. Ibig sabihin lang nun, yung potential treatment for disease like Parkinson's or spinal cord injuries. So right now, ito yung sinasabi na nagpo-produce na ng bagong stem cells para mapalitan yun yung mga dead cells para ma-avoid yung Parkinson's, yung may spinal cord, na nagagawa na ngayon yun eh. So, uh, even by common sense, of course, this is a good thing, right? Kasi nabubuhay yung tao eh. So, ethical concerns arise due to destruction of embryos in extraction. So, ngayon, ang kini-question nila kasi kino-contradict mo na yung natural process dahil pinapatay mo yung embryos. Second is yung adult stem. Kasi yun isa, yung embryo, yun yung unang is coming from the baby. Ngayon, ito, yung second pole, uh, adult stem cells. Ito yung sinasabing found in various tissue, bone marrow, adipose tissue, blood. Ngayon, ito nagagawa na to. Nakakapag-produce na ng heart, muscle, even blood, na nakakapag-produce na using stem cells. Ito ba ay morally right? Yun yung mga issues ngayon eh. Gaya ng bone marrow transplant for leukemia. Mas nakakatulong yun para mabuhay ang tao. So, for mga conservative point of view ng conservative na tao or even Christian, sometimes they question this. Ngunit ito ay ethically uncontroversial since no embryo ay destroyed. So, para sa iba, ito ay okay lang kasi wala namang uh, embryo o yun kagaya ng sa unang sinabi ko, yun yung bata na papatayin mo rin yun, ano, yung embryo eh. But ito, mga tissue lang ng katawan at nakakapag-produce ng another body parts. Third one is induced pluripotent stem cells. So I know I'm giving you so much information, medical science. Try not to focus on the word, but on the ethical part of it. So created by reprogramming adult cells, skin cells to a pluripotent state, personalized medicine and drug testing, disease modeling. Gaya ng mga skin cells, nakapag-produce na ngayon, kumukuha sa ibang parts ng skin para palitan yung ibang parts, especially sa mga nasunugan ng katawan. Yung may mga third degree burn, pwede na ngayon gawin yun. So, is it ethically correct? Sa akin point of view, walang problema ron. Kasi wala ka namang talagang binabiolate doon. So, God allows it. Ngunit sa ibang point of view is nakikialam na tayo sa creation ni God. So ano po ang tama? So some area, there are gray areas, uh, different point of view, even among Christian views. Another is perinatal stem cells derived from umbilical cord, placenta, or amniotic fluid. Treatment for blood disorder or immune deficiencies. Ito yung embryonic stem cells research raised concern about the moral status of embryo. So, ito yung mga stem cells. Ang problema minsan kasi yung embryo, yung cell mismo ang kinukuhaan at yung iba mo mostly pinapatay. Well, yun para sa understanding, yun ang violation. But yung iba is yung body stem lang at nakatulong dahil nagpo-produce ng bagong item. Even for my understanding, it's acceptable dahil wala namang pinatay na bagay. Now, ito yung reproductive cloning is widely banned due to ethical and social implication. Ito na yung mismong kina-carbon copy, I would say, yun, yun isang item kagaya ng babies, especially tao, yun yung designer babies. On the issue of, nag-produce ka na ng tao based using science in a natural way. Ngunit may mga nabuhay. So, ang tanong, is that ethically correct? Dahil para sa iba, it's acceptable kasi nabuhay and who gives the life? It is only God, right? So there are gray areas which we were decide. Another is yung therapeutic cloning. Uh, Controversial but less so the productive cloning. Yun na na-mention natin kanina. Now, ito yung mabigat. At dito na papunta ang future human cloning. Though no confirmed cases of human reproductive cloning exist, there have been controversial claims. Well, wala tayong alam in open, but even that there are secret laboratories, even in US, in China, in Russia, na nagpo-produce na ng ganito. Although ayaw nilang aminin. But there are reports na may mga gumagawa na nito. So para ka nang nanonood ng mga superheroes, di ba? Mayroon silang mga genetically produced humans na nagiging superhumans. Is it ethically correct or what? Now, ano ang sinasabi ng Bible? Bible's perspective. So, Imago Dei, or the Latin word, it means image of God. Sabi sa Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, humanity is created in God's image, emphasizing individuality and divine purpose. So, cloning the uniqueness of each person as part of God's creation. So, tama po ba gawin yung cloning na kokopyahin mo yung yung cloning kasi is 100% carbon copy ng isang nilalang o yung particular tao or hayop. Tama bang gawin yun? Eh, di ba? Every created thing created by God is unique. Are we interfering in the procreation process? Another is the sanctity of life. Psalms 139 verse 14, it means that God's intricate design of human life underscore the ethical boundaries. Any attempt to alter that replicates life must respect its divine origin. Another biblical perspective, uh, humanity is created. Naulit to. So sabi sa Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created them, male and female, he created them. Right? So if each one is created individually, tama pa bang mag-produce, mag-clone ng same thing? Dahil sabi ng Biblia ay ito ay exclusively designed by God. So God's intricate design of human life underscore ethical boundaries. Any attempt to alter or replicate life must respect its divine origin. Psalms 139 verse 14, I praise you for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your words. My soul knows it very well. So it is God who created humanity and animals. May rights na ba ang humanity, ang mga tao na mag-procreate not in a natural way, in a modern science? Yun yung mga issues there. May tanong pala rito, meron po bang test tube babies of record claim successful of human born in test tube? Oh, ah, test tube babies. We will discuss mga maganda yan. Human limitation. Another biblical principle, God's ways as though are higher than ours, attempting to control life and death may reflect human arrogance exceeding our role as stewardship of creation. Sometimes tayo na ang humanity na ang nagko-control because nagiging matalino na tayo. And sabi sa Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8 to 9, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord, for as the heaven are higher than the earth, so as my ways is higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Uh, the word we are now playing God, right? In a lot of things, especially in medical science. We're playing God sa euthanasia, we're playing God in procreating humans. Tama po ba yun? Ethical stewardship, another biblical principles, Christians are steward of God's creation, tasked with preserving and respecting life rather than manipulating it for selfish gain. So supposedly, ang role ng humanity is to preserve life and respect creation. Now, we become also part ng semi-God dahil tayo ngayon ay nagpro-procreate na ng tao. Tama po ba yun? So, 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 2, moreover, it is required of stewardship that they be found faithful. So, binigyan tayo ng responsibility ni God to to steward mga laga sa humanity. Are we being faithful of that? Or are we lumalampas na tayo sa boundaries by making a decision that is not contradict sa very foundation ng principles of creation. So, yun yung mga ethical dilemma. Ito pala, yung playing God. God alone is the creator. Intervening in life's natural process raises question about humanity overstepping its boundaries. Yeah, playing God. Ngunit sabi sa Job 38, verse 4, Where, where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. So in principles here that alam mo ba ang nangyayari sa mundo, sabi ng Panginoon kay Job at ikaw na ang at naiintindihan mo ba ang process nito? And now, kasi kini-question ni Job, bakit ako dumadaan sa ganitong suffering? Wala naman akong ginawa. Ang sagot sa kanya ni God is, wag mong pakialam ang pinagdadaanan mong suffering because I have a greater plan. So in principle, it means we have no right to interfere and play God. The only thing we need to do is to obey and to take care yung binigay sa ating role. But to play as God is we're overstepping the boundary. So medical advancement and now ethical and practical considerations sa medical advancement. Yung therapeutic cloning offers hope of curing disease and regenerative organ. Yung therapeutic is yung gumagawa lang ng cells. Example, creating insulin-producing cells or for diabetic or neurons for Parkinson's disease. So, may natutulong na maayos. In some way, ngunit ang ating moral dilemma is therapeutic cloning offers hope for curing disease and regenerating organs. Example, yun nga, insulin for diabetes or neuron. So, tama po ba to? Yun ang ating moral dilemma ngayon na gawin. Social implication. Reproductive cloning undermines family structure leading to identity crisis for clone. Ito, yung cloning is most Christian understanding, they question in cloning kasi for them, in general, in Christian view, ito na ngayon ay playing God. Ang danger behind that is yung social implication nito, is yung potential misuse such as cloning for vanity or for military purpose and challenge ethical norms. Well, nagproproduce na ng madami para maging military. And I think in the coming ethical teachings about yung robot, di ba? In less than a decade, meron na tayong mga kasambahay, katulong na robot na. Is it morally ethically correct? Sasagutin niyo yan sa inyong sarili. Now, ano yung Christian response? Paano tayo makikitungo sa mundo? How we will respond on this? So, engage in thoughtful dialogue to balance technological progress within biblical principles. Yes, we can accept yung mga achievement in science because it helps, but there are things na we are stepping the boundaries ng uh, moral principles ng doing what is right biblically. Uh, First is yung support research focus on adult stem cells which do not involve destroying embryo. Yung adult stem cells, yun yung gumagawa lang ng kukuha ng ibang body parts para makapag-produce ng other parts. I think even myself believe that it is morally right. Kasi hindi naman pinapatay cells at hindi naman natin kinokopya in a sense na mag-produce ng bagong tao.